Yo, what's going on today, guys? It's Rikar here, and today I'm bringing you guys the Araxxor boss guy for Slayer. So this boss here, I say for Slayer, is because you have to have a Slayer task to be able to kill this guy, which is the most important part of this because level 92 Slayer is required. So this is a little bit higher requirement than most things in the game. So if you are watching this video wanting to learn how to kill this, I'm going to assume you have some pretty good combat stats already, because if you do not, this is going to be a pretty hard boss to get more than 1 or 2 kills a trip on if you don't have at least the gear that I have currently. We'll go over more of the inventory and gear setup as we go here, but you have to have some solid gear here, or this is going to pretty much be a waste of time. But if you do have some solid gear, this is some really good Slayer XP, good drops, new best in slot amulet, new Noxus halberd. So there's a few new things that they have put into the game. They're all worth a lot of money right now.
Show me the money.
And exciting things. So let's jump into our gear. All right, so let's talk about the gear a little bit here, guys. This is probably the absolute minimum setup you're gonna want as a weapon. Like, you want a good crush weapon, and I wish I had a little bit better one right now, but I'm kind of limited because a little bit more expensive upgrade would be the Abyssal Bludgeon, but it's gone up so much in price recently that I was like, I'm not going to waste my money on that right now. So just got the dual Macareas, which I already had in there, and then pretty standard from there. Torture, Fire Cape, Bandos, Prims, Barrows Gloves, Berserker Ring, and then the Dragon Javelins. I know that is a little bit goofy feeling, but there is a mechanic in this that if you have a heavy ballista, I highly recommend using here. Very, very good. So as we're looking into the inventory a little bit more here, we already talked about the heavy ballista a little bit. We have the Ava's Assembler to go with it. And then we have our Bandos God Sword. So those are our switches essentially, slash our spec weapon to lower the defense. And then we just have Divine Ranging Potion, Divine Super Combat Potion. Anti-Venom is an absolute must here. And then a couple of restores, some Anglerfish. And then we are going to be running Thralls here. So that is the inventory for you guys. Let's jump into the actual mechanics of this fight. And you guys thought that I was going to forget one of the most important things: how to get there. So getting there, super important. I just been using the Fairy Ring ALQ. There's a few different ways you can go, but essentially you're just going to run down here, go into the spider's nest here that's behind me currently. And I'll show you guys once we get in there how to get to it. But essentially, you got a couple different ones you could do. You could teleport here and run and use the long rope here, or you can teleport here, use the long rope here. Those are going to be your 2 other options. Other than that, you can use the Ectofile if you want and run down. But personally, I think using the Fairy Ring is just as efficient as the rest of them. This one's like the most efficient, but if you're really min-maxing to save like 20 seconds, what are you doing with your life? All right, I'll show you guys where to go in here. So we're just going to run in here. Might as well pop an anti-venom potion when you run in here, because you instantly, as you can see here, become poisoned, or venom, whatever you want to say. And then just right through here, you run right in here. You are in the lair ready to fight the boss, which I do really like this lair. So the first mechanic we're going to talk about here today is this orange spider. Basically, you want to place the spider under it to do damage to the spider, and then walk away right as it triggers the going down so it doesn't damage us. So you'll see right here, it slightly starts walking forward. We run to the side 3 steps. It does 80 damage to the boss. You saw also another mechanic there with the venom spray. Just run same thing, just a couple steps to the right or left, and you'll avoid that every single time as well. So that's 2 mechanics right there. We're about to get our 3rd mechanic here. This is where we do our range swap. We're going to switch to our ballista, and we're going to turn on our rigor. We're going to 1-tap this, kill in 1 shot, and then we are going to switch back to the boss. Super simple. Anytime a spider spawns, that is what we're going to want to do here. You're going to see the other spider here as well. This spider, same thing. Switch to our range gear, 1-shot it. If you can't 1-shot it, you don't have a heavy ballista, say you're an Iron Man or something, a crossbow, the Sunlight Crossbow, is a 3-tick weapon. You can do it with 2 shots. Just attack it twice, kill it. It takes a little extra time, but still very viable. Next, you'll see this little green blob come and hit you directly. It's the old mechanic. Just run straight. It's 11 squares sprinting. You'll kind of get a feel for it the more you do it, but super simple. If you stop, it's going to damage you with venom. Just keep running until it goes away. The next mechanic we have here is this venom spray. You can see it kind of like locks in there for a second and then it shoots that at you. So you have to be aware of when it's like locking in there, and then just take a quick step to the right. If you don't, it's going to damage you for like 17 damage, and it's really consistent. So make sure you run away. And then last but not least, we have the enraged phase, which is actually the easiest phase of the fight. You can mess it up, but essentially you're just going to attack it and then walk 2 squares away. Attack, 2 squares away, attack, 2 squares away. Like, it's super duper easy. You take no damage, and if say a spider does spawn, like the range one, the green one, you can just protect from range. You can turn off protect from melee in total here. Like, I just left it on because I was being lazy. Let the spider kill it there. That is the entire fight. I'm not even going to show you guys an entire fight because there's no reason. You just got all the mechanics right there. Just put it together. Be a little bit wary of where you're dropping your venom, and other than that, it's super simple, guys. So good luck on your guys' grind. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.